the rivalry is igniting, perhaps in anticipation of the big Ireland versus Dagestan rematch. Or is it Dagestan versus Ireland? Who knows?
So, the question is Khabib Nurmagomedov the biggest scammer in the combat sports game? Or at least the biggest promoter of scams in the combat sports game? Maybe.
The MMA world is lit up again as Ali Abdelaziz fired back at Conor McGregor, calling him a coward for provoking Khabib online and driving the rivalry back into the spotlight. Kicking things off, Conor McGregor sparked the fire all over again by tweeting and then deleting a harsh message aimed at Khabib, accusing him of drifting from his father's values and calling it a stain on his legacy. He even dragged Islam into it, praising him in contrast, which instantly blew the situation up online. The moment the tweet surfaced, fans split in seconds, with debates exploding across Twitter and MMA circles. Conor tweeted, "Just wow, to scam fans using his father and his country's culture is just so low. Father's plan has now become father's scam. Very sad." He added on the opposite side of this, "It was great to see Islam Makhachev honor his own father by putting the double world titles on his shoulders and saying, there is not many fathers of double world champions. Truth." McGregor doubled down with another post, accusing Khabib of using his father's legacy and Dagestani culture to promote those digital collectibles and then removing everything after they sold. He implied fans were left feeling misled and said, "No good guy would do that." It was one of his sharpest digs at Khabib in years, and again, the tweet disappeared shortly after. McGregor added another tweet. "There is just no way good guy Khabib used his late father's name, as well as Dagestan's culture, to scam his fans and fire sell a bunch of digital NFTs online, and then delete all of the content after they were sold, leaving his fans robbed of their money. There is just no way good guy do this." It gets even more interesting as Khabib Nurmagomedov hit back with a sharp reply, calling Conor a liar who keeps trying to drag his name down. He defended the Papakha and Dagestani culture, saying his digital gifts were meant to honor tradition, not commercialize it. Khabib stressed that these projects celebrate heritage and unity. The tweet went viral before vanishing, adding even more fuel to their ongoing rivalry. Khabib tweeted, "You absolute liar. You'll always try to darken my name after you got destroyed that night, but you'll never achieve that. Yes, good guys don't do that." He added, "They don't create exclusive digital gifts with real-time value that you can share with your friends and family. Gifts in the shape of papakha, a hat that symbolizes traditions and culture of Dagestani people. Traditions and culture that's slowly walking over this world, whether you like it or not. Gifts that you can find exclusively on Telegram, greatest messaging platform on the world." Khabib fired back again with another important and sharp post, saying he's helped dozens of recovering addicts in Dagestan and inviting McGregor to come join them, adding a jab that Mexico didn't help him recover. It was a direct hit at Conor's past issues, delivered with Khabib's trademark cold precision. The exchange instantly reignited their rivalry online. Khabib wrote another tweet, "My count is 56 former drug addicts at my rehabilitation centers in Dagestan that I treated. Come to Dagestan. They'll take care of you here. Mexico didn't help you as far as I can see." After wiping all his earlier posts, Khabib tweeted one final message saying the papakhas had sold out and thanking everyone who bought the exclusive digital gift. But this was the tweet that actually lit the fuse and kicked off the entire feud. The timing made it feel like he cleared everything the moment the auction ended, which only fueled more suspicion among fans. Khabib wrote a tweet saying, "The auction has ended and all papakha has been sold. Appreciate everyone who participated in it and became a holder of this great and exclusive digital gift with value that you can share with your friends and loved ones. Thank you for your trust, only on Telegram." Ali Abdelaziz jumped in next, taking the feud even further. He told McGregor to get over it, saying Khabib took his pride, his aura, and every ounce of respect the night they fought. Ali claimed nobody will ever look at Conor the same way again, no matter how many tweets he fires off. In his words, McGregor is chasing a legacy that Khabib already sealed forever. Ali Abdelaziz tweeted, "Get over it. The man take your soul. Take your manhood. Nobody will ever respect you. Not even 1% as much as Khabib. Go get a life, you piece of shit." Ariel Helwani explained that the whole situation actually started with Khabib promoting a limited edition digital papakha collectible on Telegram. It sold out fast and generated millions, which immediately sparked reactions online. That buzz is what led to McGregor's sudden tweets, taking shots at him, and from there, the rivalry exploded all over again.
It starts with Khabib doing a promotional thing on his Twitter that we talked about a couple of days ago, where, what is it, an emoji?
An NFT.
An NFT on Telegram.
Yeah.
That is the Khabib's Papka. Here it is. And so you buy it, and now you can use it in your messaging, right?
I'm not sure if you can use it in your messaging or not. It's just a digital collectible, and there was only a certain amount that were for sale, and they sold out very quickly.
And do you know how much they were?
I don't know, but I've seen the USD equivalent of all of them sold together was 4.3 million.
Ariel added that he doesn't see Khabib's digital collectible project as an actual scam, though he understands why some people criticize it for monetizing cultural symbols. And what stood out more to him was the sudden deletion.
I don't know if it's necessarily a scam. I think the criticism may be like, oh, you're sort of monetizing this cultural symbolism. But I don't know if anyone thinks it's a scam per se. The deleting of the previous tweets is interesting, but I guess they'll frame it as like, okay, there's no need to keep it up there, but do we really think that that's the reason why they deleted it?
Next, Wade Plemons also jumped in, joking that anyone who paid for a pixelated hat collectible basically bought something they could have screenshotted for free. So, feeling scammed was expected. Fans had mixed reactions to his take, with some agreeing and others defending Khabib. It only added more chaos to an already wild Twitter exchange. Wade Plemons tweeted, "I don't mean to be insensitive, but if you bought a pixel image of a hat, it has no value. And you can screenshot the same image and recreate it for free. You got scammed, lol." Moreover, MMA Guru didn't hold back either, saying that anyone who bought Khabib's digital hat collectible shouldn't be surprised if they feel ripped off. He called it financial natural selection, arguing that if you treat NFTs like investments, you're basically asking to lose money. And with Khabib deleting the promo tweets afterward, Guru joked that buyers were left wondering what movement they thought they were joining in the first place.
The content after they were solved, leaving his fans robbed of their money. There's just no way good guy do this. Okay? Now, in my personal opinion about this, beyond what I'm just reading out here as a character that I'm playing, if you buy this, and you buy things like this, you deserve to be robbed of your money. Am I ever going to promote some crypto thing on here? No. I'm not going to have Guru Coin at any point in my entire YouTube's history ever. You know what I mean? But I think there's such a thing as financial natural selection. And if you buy this thinking, oh, this is a great investment, and Khabib deletes everything off of his Twitter a couple of days later, and you're like, what the fuck? You made 4.3 million from this? I mean, I thought I was getting involved in like a movement here with you, Khabib, and all of that. You deserve your money gone, okay? You don't deserve it. And if that's what you're doing with your money, you clearly have too much. That's my honest opinion. Financial natural selection is fair game, I think, in this world. But you can still be judged for partaking in these types of things. I mean, so many UFC fighters post cryptocurrency. McGregor did it before and got backlash.
Next, he pointed out the irony behind the whole situation, noting that Khabib spent years saying he fought only for legacy, never for money, while now his Twitter feed is filled with non-stop promos and crypto partnerships, and fans who admired the old stance are the ones feeling the disconnect. And Guru argued that this shift is exactly why the backlash hit so hard.
This is just Khabib. I don't do for money, I do for legacy, brother. Everything for legacy. I don't fight for money. None of this about money for me. You just do this for money, everything like that. Everyone else just does things for money. But, and I think that's where people are sort of being a bit annoyed about this, is because everyone else is knowingly fighting about money. Like, of course this is about money. I want to make money. But then when you see someone like this who spent his career trashing people that just do things for money, and this is all he does on Twitter, and maybe it hits a little differently for the fans, maybe is what I'm getting.
Moving over, Ali Abdelaziz firing off his own message by saying a champion shouldn't waste energy on critics, comparing Khabib to a lion who doesn't bother with the noise of the herd. Another shot was added to an already chaotic exchange. Ali wrote a tweet, "A lion does not concern himself with the opinion of sheep." Ali went a step further and argued that Conor no longer represents Ireland, insisting the former champion now stands only for excess. Alcohol, drugs, fast money, cars, and yachts. According to Ali, that lifestyle is all McGregor has left now that his fighting prime is behind him. His comments only added more fuel to an already chaotic back and forth. Ali tweeted, "Conor McGregor doesn't represent Ireland, he represents the lifestyle of a former fighter caught up in alcohol, drugs, fast money, cars, yachts, and that's what he's about now he's finished." Furthermore, Wade Clemens also made a reaction video explaining why the Paprika situation felt off to fans. He said, "Khabib didn't necessarily intend to scam anyone, but the digital gift had no real value. It was basically a Telegram sticker sold through an auction, and calling it a gift made it even more misleading. And buyers ended up with far less than they expected."
Khabib did not necessarily scam with this idea. It is more so that the idea has no worth, and that this papaka is essentially a sticker or an emoji that you can use to react to things on Telegram. But he keeps calling it a gift, when in reality, it is something that he sold at auction. So in this specific case, this one's a borderline scam. He's not providing you with anything of value. He's not even providing you with what an NFT normally would be, which is like a digital pixelized one-of-one piece of art that you could keep and hold. This is more so something you have to use on a texting device and that you can send to people as a gift, I guess, or as a reaction to things. I'm not exactly sure, but like, to show your respect, you're buying an emoji, essentially.
Wade added that the problem wasn't the item itself, but Khabib pushing something with no real value. Basically a digital trinket, like a Fortnite skin. He also criticized the auction format, saying fans were made to bid against each other just to inflate the price. For a figure with Khabib's reputation, Wade felt promoting something so hollow didn't sit right with many fans.
For Khabib to be promoting something like this that doesn't have any value, that doesn't offer anything new to people, that really is just a little worthless digital thing on their phone. It's like buying a Fortnite skin. It doesn't help you in the game. It doesn't do anything to increase the value of the game. It just is there, and you paid money for it. And again, the fact that they auctioned it versus having it at a flat rate, making the fans of Khabib bid against each other to jack up the price so that every piece that was sold wasn't the same value. One was higher, one was lower, depending on how many people bid on it.
He said, "This isn't just about today. Khabib has been linked to crypto-style promotions for years. Fans take the risk while he benefits, and that pattern keeps repeating. In a sport full of flawed personalities, people don't expect perfection. But when someone who preached legacy over money does something like this, it hits differently."
And I say that because I want to talk about this thing with Khabib, where he is looked at as the beacon for respect, humility, good guy, like Conor said, the good guy Khabib, a man with honor, with morals that can't be compromised, and a lot of those based on his religion, yes, but just in general who he is. And I don't understand why he doesn't get more criticism for the things he does that are not shining lights of what he says he operates on, what the morality code he lives by or tells others to live by.
Wade argued Khabib is doing this deliberately, calling the pattern shady for someone who constantly speaks about values. He said the Paprika drop isn't even his first questionable promo, just the latest one. And if Khabib can criticize Conor and John Jones, then fans should hold him to that same standard.
Is this newest one with the papakas the biggest scam he's been involved in? Probably not. It made him a lot of money and people bought it. And again, if you are buying these type of things purely because you're a fan of Khabib and they offer you no real value, then you kind of get what you're paying for in that case. But I can't really make sense of the over and over and over crypto scams and how in any way that reflects the man Khabib purports to be and the values that he holds. That's just keeping it 100 across the board. Nothing to do with anything in his personal life, nothing to do with anything in his religion. Just actions and words. I feel like they matter when you talk about these things. And if you're going to call out people like Conor McGregor, which we all have, multiple videos on this channel of me doing that. If you're going to call out John Jones, which we all have, multiple videos on this channel of me doing that. I think you have to keep the same energy for Khabib Nurmagomedov and his constant promoting of crypto scams.
In the end, this rivalry isn't settling down at all. Khabib's crypto push, Conor's deleted shots, and the non-stop reactions have only added fuel to a fire that refuses to fade. And judging by how both sides keep swinging, this feud is nowhere near its final round.